Have you ever wondered why people react differently to similar situations? This has a lot to do with our personality and different types of personalities that each of us have. I don't think it's hard to find somebody that has the same personality. There are so many things that go into our personality. And even though it's hard to understand, the big five personalities or the FFM has been something that kind of breaks down personality in a way that we can understand a little bit better. And I through looking at these big five, it starts even like before that, people thinking about personality. This is a little bit of a timeline, I don't know if you can see that very well, of like personality. So starting with, and I'm going to put this down so I can talk a little bit more about it, but just to see like the different types of people and dates, and I'm just going to discuss that a little bit more. So starting with Phineas Gage in 1848, this is when people kind of started thinking about different personalities because of the experience that he had on the railroad, like a spike went through his brain, and he survived it, but reporting friends say that his personality changed quite a bit from that brain injury. And many different philosophers and people also started looking into personality. Freud and Carl Jung. Carl Jung kind of broke personality into two different parts, where extroversion and introversion, and kind of were one or the other. And then in 1950, Ernest Tupes and Raymond Crystal kind of took that to another level and broke it down into five separate parts. And it kind of, this was the beginning of the big five, but lots of people ended up working on this and kind of tweaking it in different ways so that we could know a little bit better like what our personality is. J.M. Digman in 1990 broke it down even further, and then even further than that in 1993, like from what we have today, even in the five, there's 6 different personality traits, and that's Louis Goldberg that kind of made that all, put that all together. And then I'm just gonna go over each of those 5. So in order, they spell ocean is also another name for it. So the big 5, the FFM, and ocean are all kind of names that are used for this. It's a personality test that can kind of break your personality down into 5 separate things. And the first one is openness to experience. And so like I said, there's 6 words that kind of describe that, but I'm just going to go and say 2 for each one of them to kind of give you an idea of what each of them are. So openness to experience is the imagination and tolerance for diversity. I didn't think about this would be backwards, but anyways, so this is kind of just people that are open to anything and ready to explore, or very imaginative. Creative is another word that used for it. Conscientiousness, this is somebody who would be self-disciplined, or maybe have a lot of energy. They're achievement striving. They're kind of always like striving to do something and get things done. Extroversion, so this like an extrovert, somebody who's outgoing, who's assertive, who is adventurous, and maybe very sociable, people that are good working with people. Agreeableness, this is somebody who is considerate, helpful, caring, very aware of other people, and putting other people before themselves. And neuroticism, so this is something, this one I was kind of like, what is that? But it's somebody that's like anxious, jealous, like moody, or like hard to control their feelings, maybe. Maybe they're a little bit jealous of others or awkward. And I think that with each of these 5 personality traits that we each have a little bit of all of them. That's what's kind of cool about that none of us are really fully one thing. And it was interesting because I actually took the test and had a lot of different ones. And it's cool because this is something that can help you to kind of know where you're at, to work on your strengths, or to maybe know where your strengths are so you can work in a job that has these strengths. Like, to know our personality is something that's very important in life and in development, so that we can better connect with people and better understand ourselves.